Hello everyone, welcome back to Skeledon, Bushcraft and Survival. Glad you could join me. Now in previous video I did a review about the Paco Laplander saw. Absolute top-notch, high-quality saw, and has a lot of features that I like. Another saw that I like, which I had mentioned in there that I did like, is the infamous Silky. Now, the Silky has a lot of features that I do like, and it has some features that I don't like. Overall, top-notch quality. I mean, I'm very impressed with the Silky product. But there's a few things that I want to point out first and foremost to get it out of the way. The teeth are not completely hidden. So, without a sheath, then that could cause a problem. The sheath does cost extra, so you have to get that separate. And it doesn't lock when you close it. Outside of that, this is a really awesome saw. It really is. It has two locking like this, which actually does come in handy on certain situations. And then it comes down like that right there. Now this right here is the Silky Bigboy 2000, which is the only Silky line that actually has a curve to it. But that curve really comes in handy on cutting things. And here I'll cut something real quick to show. The teeth, the width down by the teeth is wider than the blade is up at the spine. So it prevents any kind of friction building up and, you know, making it difficult to cut. Now, I'll just go ahead and show down the camera. And I'll show you. Now, one thing that I didn't mention, which probably well known, the Silky is on a pull stroke only. So when you're starting your cut, you want them to pull. And when you push, it's just a light push. You're not actually trying to cut, you're just lightly pushing. And then when you pull back, you're actually putting pressure down, which actually makes the cut easier. And with the long grip here, you can actually get more of a grip on it. So sometimes it's better to be right up close, sometimes it's better to be back. And there you have it, sliced right through with ease. So the Silky is definitely a very high quality saw, and the teeth on it are like razor sharp. It's so impressive on how sharp it is. Just starting out the cut, it grips in. Make short change of it. So as you see, something that size right there and bigger, this right here makes short change of it. It's really for bigger logs and stuff like that. The Baca review that I did, it's really impressive of how much that it can take, how much size that it can actually cut down. If you was going any larger than that, you need a larger saw, right? I mean, use the right saw for the job, right? But I am extremely impressed with the quality of Silky, the ease it is to cut things, how fast it cuts through. It's just absolutely impressive. Razor sharp teeth. Now I'm taking it to just a 6.5 teeth and 1 centimeter. I may be wrong about that measurement, but we do the Imperial here, so We're not on metric, but so if I'm wrong about that, please leave a comment and let me know. But it's very coarse, nevertheless. And I just touched the teeth, just touched it, and it actually cut me. Razor sharp teeth, just paper cut, you know, just razor sharp. So impressive. The downsides of it is that if you need to have it sharpened, it's probably cheaper to buy a new blade for it. The captain bought this, so this is actually his saw, but he's allowing me to use it for demonstration. And of course, if I need it, he'll let me use it. I hope. But no, I really love it. It's an awesome saw. It does the job. And as long as you have a sheath to hold it in, you're good to go. I wouldn't put it in my duffel bag. I wouldn't put it in my back pocket or anything like that right there. It's best to keep in a sheath. But as long as you go ahead and get the sheath for it, it's pretty good. And the price isn't really that bad either. I know that earlier Silkies were a lot more expensive, and that was kind of a downside. I mean, you do pay for quality, but at the same time, they were still a bit much compared to Baco. But if you're looking for me to say that I love one more than the other, I'm not going to. I love my Baco more because it was a gift from a good friend. And that's the same reason why I love my Mora Garberg so much, is because it was from a very good friend. And so, you know, but if I was going out to purchase one, it would just really depend on what was available at the time. If all I could find was Silky at the time, I would buy Silky. And if all I could find was Baco at the time, I would buy Baco. They both are very high quality. Difference between Japanese and Swedish steel, well, that argument is kind of redundant, because everybody knows that Swedish steel is just better, pure right out of the ground. They can process their iron and make better steel than what pretty much any other country can, and that's just well known. But that's not to say that other countries can't make high quality steel. It just takes a little bit more. And Japan definitely did an excellent job on the Silky, along with Sweden doing an excellent job on the Baco. So I can't say one way or the other. I do love them both. So that's going to be my review for the Silky saw, for the Big Boy anyway. And I hope that you enjoyed. And don't get mad at me for not choosing sides. I've used them both, and I love them both, you know. And if I go out and I buy a good, let's say, power saw, Milwaukee, Makita, and I try them both out, and they both withstand the same force throughout the day, and they both last the same length of time, then I would have to say both. I unfortunately have to choose on one of those. I'm not going to get into that. That's not Bushcraft. But when it comes to Silky and Baco, they are absolute top notch, both of them. So I hope you don't get mad at me for not choosing sides on that. But I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, comment, share, and I'll see you on the next one.